Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we will build this overgrown castle together. As you can see, today's castle will be very bright with many leaves and nature around it, making it look very overgrown. For this build I used an artwork as an inspiration, the link of course is in the description. With that being said, enjoy the video. Block-wise we're gonna use clay for the bottom, white wool on top, and some of these patches of lime and green terracotta, as well as moss. And finally for the roofs we're gonna be using acacia wood and smooth red sandstone. Location-wise we will choose a flat spot in a plain or forest biome. For the layout we will use some very big circle shapes, which will be some sort of towers later, connected by rectangle shapes. I also decided to add a few little square and cylindrical shapes for the towers. You can place these shapes randomly connected to each other, making your castle unique. Next we will go on with the structure. For that we will just pull up the layout using white wool. Of course we will make the towers bigger than all the other shapes. As soon as you're done with the structure, we will replace the lower parts with clay to add some interest to the general color of the castle. Next we will place the outlines for the windows and doors. For this build I decided to go with 1x2 block outlines for the windows. For the door I went with 2x6 blocks. And of course, to make the castle look overgrown and natural, we will add some of these green patches on the top part of the castle. Next up are the roofs. For the bigger circle-shaped buildings I went with rather flat round-shaped roofs using slabs. Make sure to add some birch fences under the roof which will look like little pillars. To look how exactly I've done the roofs you can pause the video. For the rectangle shaped buildings I decided to go with a very different roof style. On the outside we will keep the roofs very flat, and in the very middle of the buildings the roofs will be very steep. It's kinda hard to explain, but you can see what I mean. We will also add birch gates under the roof edges. For the roofs of the towers we will again use birch gates as some sort of support arches, and for the overall shape of the roofs we will go very steep. On top of the towers we will place 2 copper rods, finishing the towers off. Again, if you want to see how exactly I made them, simply pause the video. On top of the roofs of the buildings I also decided to place a few of these mini roofs now and then. As a little detail, I also decided to place layers of copper rods 2 blocks under every window layer. Next we will add 2 different variations of window frames to the window outlines using birch trapdoors, fences, gates and slabs. For some of the windows we will use 2 smooth quartz stairs facing each other, making them look like little loopholes. As a last step we will make some terraforming. If you want you can leave the terrain as it is, but I decided to make the surroundings a little more hilly looking. As a next step I added very big piles of azalea and acacia leaf bushes all around the castle and its surroundings, making everything look very overgrown. After adding a little pathway leading away from the castle, I also placed some patches of moss and wheat fields around the castle to give the surroundings some more color. We also of course don't want to forget the grass. As a last step, we will make some of these very thin and tall trees using azalea and acacia leaves as well as birch fences. Place them all around the castle and its surroundings, finishing off our build of today. That's already it for today's build. I am very happy with the natural aspect of the castle. It really seems very overgrown and bright and happy. So yeah, that's what we wanted. As always, I would be very happy to hear any tips for further videos, and I'm very happy for any feedback. If you like to see content like this and don't want to miss out on it, I would be very happy if you hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.